Hello from London, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how expensive things are in the capital city of the UK. It has a reputation for obviously being expensive, and I can tell you already that prices have gone up in the last few years. But is it still affordable to visit as a tourist? Let's see in this video as I walk around here in the autumn. I just arrived at St Pancras station nearby after taking a train from Cambridgeshire, and I also had my breakfast inside the station at a place called the Breakfast Club, and here are the prices. So here at the Breakfast Club there are many different things you can choose from. £6.50 for banana bread and coconut yogurt. Pancakes down here, all American, £16.75. Cafe Classics, you've got the full Monty English breakfast for £16.95. Scrambled eggs on toast, only £8.50 there. Looking a bit further down, the Eggs Benedict is £13.25. Breakfast burger for just under £10 along with avocado, eggs and cheese. On the drinks menu, it's £3.70 for an Americano. A cappuccino is £4. It's around £10.50 for a cocktail. In total for the salmon, Eggs Benedict and Americano, including service charge, my breakfast came to £22.44. Right now I'm going to head on to the London Underground, the tube. So using the London Underground is really simple. You just need to use your debit card to tap in and out wherever you're going, and as long as you stay within zones 1 to 2, the central parts of London, then it will only cost you £8.50 for the whole day. Whether you think only £8.50 or not, I'm not sure. So just like this, debit card in, and that's all it is. You can see from this table here, if you want to travel to other zones of London a little bit further away from the centre, then it'll cost you a bit more. It won't exceed that amount. You can use it as many times as you want. If you're staying for longer than a day, or you think it will be more cost effective to get a weekly pass, and you can also buy one too. You can buy that from any ticket shop, or even by downloading the TfL app. And I'll leave the prices here so you can see how much it is for a weekly cost in the different zones of the London Underground. I'd like to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Holafly. They provide an eSIM which enables you to organize your internet data package before arriving in the destination of your choice. If you go and download the app and then select which country you're traveling to, you can view the different packages available, and unlimited data is perfect if you're like me and you work remotely. You need to consume a lot of data. Then you don't have to worry about, am I going over the 10 gigabyte limit that this internet company gave me? Instead, you can be at peace knowing that you have unlimited amounts of data to consume for your trip. And it takes away the hassle of needing to find somewhere in the airport or the city, wherever you're arriving to, that offers the best deal for the best price. You can just eliminate all of that time and get connected straight away by taking your phone off airplane mode as soon as you've landed. You can see on the app the wide range of countries that Holafly offer, being able to connect instantly. The link for Holafly is in the video description. So I mentioned it in my last video, Battersea Power Station. We're gonna head there on the Northern Line, somewhere new and something a bit different that I haven't shown.
This station is Battersea Power Station.
So I've just come out the tube station for Battersea Power Station, and it is behind me there. I mentioned it in my previous video, this whole area has been redeveloped into a complex of shops, restaurants, businesses and apartments, and what was once one of the ugliest sites in London has been turned into something very modern inside. We're going to take a look as I head in. It is free to visit, and there are many places that you can visit in London completely free. As I said in my previous video, I love London's ability to turn the old and the abandoned into something modern and new without getting rid of the history. And in that video, I listed many things that you can do in London for free: art galleries, museums, and places like this. There is so much to do without spending a single pound here in London. You can take a look at that video if you're interested in learning about some more of those things that you can do for absolutely nothing here in the capital. I love this bar here called Control Room B. You can see that they have kept the original interiors, or some of it, and designed the bar around that feature. A table tennis bar. So a very interesting new place to check out here in London. And inside, even though it's free, there is a lift called Lift 109, which takes you up one of the chimneys of Battersea Power Station in a lift with glass windows. It gives you views of London. It costs £19.75, which you could argue is quite expensive. Just by the entrance to the power station is the Thames. Some nice views of the newer buildings near the US Embassy and Nine Elms. What are the prices though of some of the other main attractions in London? Of course, there are many places of interest completely free to visit, but what about the ones you have to pay for? Let me run through a few of the prices. Starting with the most expensive, the London Eye is £42. That is really quite a lot. However, for less than half the price, you've got the Lift 109 there, so in comparison it doesn't seem so bad over here in Battersea for a place to get views of London. The Tower of London, one that has the crown jewels and many stories from British history, that is £34.80. The next one down is the Churchill War Rooms for £32. Lots of stories from World War II. Then you've got Westminster Abbey, which is £30 to enter. Madame Tussauds is £29, and St Paul's Cathedral is £25. There are more, obviously, but those are the ones that are probably the most famous and the ones that come to mind. Quite expensive if you compare to many other cities around the world for entry fees, and so for those few attractions you do have to pay a little bit. My suggestion would be pick one or two that you really like and want to see, and perhaps mix those in with some of the free ones that I covered in my previous video. Alright, so from Battersea I hopped on the London Underground and made my way over here to Soho because I want to show you some prices of food and restaurants, and this is a very popular area for people to eat when visiting London. And I think I'm gonna look for a British pub just because I think it would be a good idea to show the prices of British food here in London as opposed to Chinese or Japanese. So after a bit of walking around I found a pub to eat in. It's called the Salisbury, and green leather seats and dim lighting. It's the perfect pub. So this is the menu. Pea and mint soup, £5.75 for the starter, the classics. You can see a steak and ale pie is £16.25, fish and chips £18.25, chicken Kiev £15.25, a steak for just over £20, and you've got a Salisbury burger for £18.25, desserts, chocolate caramel torte £6.25, sticky toffee pudding £6.25. We are in a pub, so the drinks menu is worth looking at. Single glasses of white wine for up to £10. The same with red, some of them just over. Cocktails, you're looking at £9. There are no prices on the ales and beers. Most of them are coming from the tap over there on draft, so I will grab one and let you know how much I paid for it. Alright, I've been up and made my order. I got a steak and ale pie, which was £16.25, and a London Glory, a pint of London Glory, which this one was a little bit more expensive than I thought. It came to £6.45, so in total I paid £22.70 for my main meal and my ale, which I think is a little pricier than you can find it in some places, but I really like the decor of this place. The interior is amazing and it's a proper old London pub. So after my dinner there in London, I made my way back home on the train, and since then I have travelled to another country. I'm on the other side of the world at the moment, but I'm not going to tell you where I am just yet. You'll have to wait until the next video to find out. You might be able to have a guess based on the look of the hotel that I'm staying at here, but all will be revealed soon. The link for Holafly, who offer eSIM packages, is also in the video description. You can use my discount code JASONBILLAM in capital letters to get 5% off. Every little bit helps. So have a look if you're interested, and I'll see you on the next video from the country that I am currently in. Until then, peace.